It's Wednesday. Got here on Sunday, Monday. I did videos and just rested, and it felt great. Yesterday, Tuesday, I waited too long to get to the post office, so I just sat, made plans. So now I'm going to head to the post office, send some stuff home, top off my resupply. It's not easy leaving this place. Just one more thing is, if somebody gives you a place to stay for free and you see a push broom, use it. Try to tidy up the garage a little bit and ready to get back to trail. Well, it's noon. Took a while. Several hikers came to the post office at the same time. I've got stuff mailed home. My pack is lighter. I sat and ate a burger that I brought from the strawberry store. Finishing a Diet Coke. And I'm going to see how hard it is to hitch up to Sonora Pass. Again, there's 4 hikers also trying to hitch. So hopefully they've gotten a ride by now. Well, I was able to get a hitch as far as Strawberry. I am not trying to stay another night, but the temptation is there. I just figured it ought to be easier to hitch up from here. Well, now it's 1 o'clock. Got some stuff done that I need to get done. See how long it takes to hitch up. Bob, the owner, ran out, gave me a sign to help me get to the pass. Very cool. It took about 20 minutes to get a ride. The person that picked me up said that sign that Bob had given me, he said that was perfect. It told exactly what was going on. And I realized that I'm going to be getting to South Lake Tahoe right around the 4th of July weekend. The person that gave me a ride's from Reno. So he said that he knows some folks, and he will check and see if anybody will let me put my tent in their backyard whenever I get to South Lake Tahoe, and that's just pretty awesome. So I'm getting back onto the trail. I think it's like 3 o'clock. So it's 2:20. So do some miles and get me a spot to camp. So Sonora Pass, coming up from down there, was only like 9,600 foot. And in the next 2 miles, I'll go up over 10.5K. There was a nice camp spot back there, but it's 3 o'clock, so I can do a little bit more. So I had done a great big switchback, and these are those rocks that I was getting pictures of when I first started off. This is what the back side of them look like. Getting ready to go up over this ridge, and then the steep is pretty much done. Little ups and downs for a mile or two, then I'm going to make camp. And I just found out my buddy from a few days ago just got back on trail today also, so I might have company. Here's the new view. Well, some of that I think we saw before, but still a new view. and I'm going over that way. Just came down from up there, and it's about 5 o'clock. I think this is going to be my campsite. It's a little rocky, but it's been windy today. Hopefully I'll have a little shelter from that. And this might be the last time, once I come down from here, last time I'm over 10,000 foot. I think I'm around 10.5 right now. So it's 8:30, getting a late start. Part of that is whenever I set up camp, I thought the wind was going to die down, but it did not. It was whipping all night. I'm lucky the tent didn't come down. But 5 o'clock, it started to die down. I shut my eyes for what I thought was 15 minutes. When I woke up, it was 7 o'clock. Then had these lumps in my throat. Well, after my coffee, I coughed up a couple of little lumps. It bled for a while, but the bleeding stopped, and my throat feels better. It feels like my voice is better, and I'm ready to get started. I'm at 10.2 right now, 10.2K. Up there, I was at 10.5, and today I'm going to drop down below 10,000 foot, and I won't get above 10,000 foot on this trail again. So that's kind of why I wanted to camp up here. I've got 5.5 miles of down, going to drop me down to just above 8,000 foot, and then little ups and little downs. I feel good, and I'm ready to get started. Just getting started a little slow. Coming from up there. A little bit of a new view. And I'm going that way. Streams over there, and trail's getting a little bit less rocky. Really enjoying it. It's going down that way, and I was just kind of thinking about how much better my throat feels. Pain's largely gone. That constant itchy feeling like I have to cough feeling is gone. My throat, my voice has been there consistently, and just kind of funny how all of a sudden, because that inflammation got down to those two little spots, and tonsils said, well, just get rid of them. That scratchy, always feeling like I need to take a sip of water is gone. I am feeling pretty good and pretty happy about it. Just found another water bottle. This is like a 1.5 liter. Sure, it's a large part of somebody's water capacity, so I'll carry it with me. And if I don't find the owner, then I'll throw it away when I get to South Lake Tahoe. Coming from over there, and just now that it doesn't hurt to talk, I'm going to talk a little bit because I'm going to miss all those little mountain streams. Now, I don't just mean wherever I go home, I mean like in a couple 100 miles I'm going to be missing them. And right now, the trail is just about as chill as you could want it. Whenever I get to the bottom, I'm going to have a 1 mile uphill climb, 700 foot of elevation gain. And I'm thinking I'm feeling so good today, I'm not even going to care about it. There's even some pine needles on the path. Trail's coming from that way and getting lower, starting to get a little bit brushier. Going that way. Still have view to look at though. So it's about 11:15, and that's it for my big downhill of the day. Gonna start a mile, maybe like 1.25 miles of uphill with 700 foot of elevation gain, and I feel good. I'm not dreading it. I don't feel exhausted. I am feeling like I didn't sleep really well last night, so I bet that's not going to be a problem tonight. Gonna stop, drink some water, get started uphill. Coming from there, so I came from over there, and then climbing up that. Surely it's not all going to be that steep. Going up that way. Coming from over there. I think I'm a little over halfway. I'm going to stop and drink some water. Probably sit on that log right there. That way. Took me under to 2 mile uphill. It's only like 700 foot in those 2 miles, so I'm doing pretty good. It's gonna have a couple of steep spots, but doing all right. Nice camp spot at the bottom, but it was 2:30, so gonna get some decent miles done today. I'm coming up from down there, and the trail got real busy all of a sudden. Like there's 5 people around me right now. Whole thing looks like it should just come tumbling down with a good shake. Just nothing but these loose rocks. I mean, obviously it's not all loose, but you know what I mean. And just very clearly defined, right there the rocks stop. I just thought it was cool. I also didn't realize that was the end of the 2 mile up. So now I've got about 4 miles of just little up and down. And after that it goes downhill. That's 3 o'clock. So in 4 miles, if I see a really good spot, I might try to make camp. Provided there's not a bunch of other hikers there coming down from that way. Just thought this was another view worth recording. Going down that way. It's 3:30. Just had a good sitting spot. Looking, like I said, it just seems like all of a sudden I ran into a big group of hikers. But there's possible campsites in 3 miles, 5 miles, and 6 miles. So surely I'll be able to find one that's not full. This is an area I originally had thought about camping, but it's 4 o'clock. The uphills didn't wear me out as bad, and I'm just making better time. That's a good problem to have. I am so ready to be done with that sick stuff. So anyway, just thought I'd make a point of it. There's a stream nearby, but I can go at least 2 more miles and maybe more. They look like bluebonnets or lupin leaves and everything, but they're white. Be cool if I could have gotten seeds from them. And of course, I'm coming from over there. I'm going up that way. I don't think I've mentioned it. I don't know if you've noticed, but last half of today, the rocks are starting to look a little bit more volcanic. Kind of pumice rock looking. Which is still neat just because it's something different. There's lots of snow around, but it hasn't been anything I've had to deal with. And I'm within 2 miles of where I was planning on camping. Still about a half mile from the first spot I wanted to check for a tent site. That was just a pretty stream. So the markers on the map always look about 1/10 of a mile off. So I dropped my pack and backtracked to the water because I'm getting close to where I want to camp. While I was getting water, several more of the hikers I had passed recently passed me again. So it made it sound like there's a lot of tent sites. We're going to see, or I might be hiking a little bit farther. But it's still a pretty day, and it's still fairly early. It's like just a little bit after 5, so I've got plenty of time to keep going if I want to. It's funny because that water I got is heavy. And one of the things I liked about this next campsite is that I had a little bit of service, and I just got enough service to send a text message to my family, let them know that I am feeling way better and not to worry about that little bit of bleeding whenever I coughed up chunks this morning. And look, 0.2 of a mile from where I wanted to camp, here's water, and the trail's going to have a little steep uphill. And if I can find a flat spot up there without a hiker in it, I'm laying down. Well, making dinner. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. Well, I think this is the spot I was looking for. And now I feel bad. All those other hikers kept going. I think I'll get over it, though. Especially whenever I have a nice, quiet night's sleep. So, going to start looking to set up camp. Well, this was a good campsite. Sun's going down. I've eaten. I had a little fire. And then I let it burn out and smothered it and doused it at the same time. I've gotten one neighbor over here and then some folks set up over there. Everybody's far enough away that we shouldn't get on each other's nerves. And I am ready to get a good night's sleep and get up early and hit it tomorrow.